Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back with another Fortnite tips and tricks video for you guys. And in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to double your wins in Fortnite in something that a lot of players aren't using in Fortnite. But if they were, they would be winning a ton more games. I'm going to show you guys exactly what that is. And before we get to the video, I'm going to be announcing the 2 winners of my V-Buck giveaway. I chose a random video in between the time I started the giveaway and right now, which I am at 30,000 subscribers. That is absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much for the support you guys have been showing. And the 2 winners of my V-Buck giveaway goes by the names of Adam Schultz and Basics. You 2 are my winners of my V-Buck giveaway. Each of you guys will be winning 2,000 V-Bucks, and where you can buy any skins you want. Big thank you to everyone who entered my giveaway. There was a ton of you guys. There was a lot of people that I wanted to give V-Bucks to, but of course I don't have all the money in the world to give V-Bucks to every single person. But I will be doing another V-Buck giveaway very soon in the future. So if you guys didn't win this one, I will be doing another one very shortly. So make sure you guys stay updated for that one. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can double your wins essentially, in something that you guys should be using in your gameplays. It's going to improve you a ton. It's something that I use in a game-to-game basis every single game. It helps me win more gunfights and ultimately win more games of Fortnite. And that's using the bounce pads in Fortnite. They are extremely effective. There's so many things you can do with it. And I'm going to give you guys a few tips and tricks to go along with that, and different situations when you get into, and exactly how you can use them to get the advantage. This is something that I definitely recommend for a lot more players to start trying out. It definitely improved their gameplay. So I'm going to show you guys 2 methods of using the bounce pad that I've been using the most and has been the most effective for me in my gameplay. And this has been clutching up games for me in the end game, you know, mid game as well. Pretty much any point of the gameplay, it's been helping me out, but especially in the end game when it comes to getting down from high ground or going to the circle and getting a little bit of space. Bounce pads are the absolute way to go. And the best thing to use if you want to be clutching up more games in Fortnite. And the first thing I'm going to show you guys is using the bouncer to get high ground. Many of you guys have seen this before, but maybe you guys just don't use it in your actual gameplay. This is something that is super effective and really important when it comes to build fights. If you ever lose the high ground and someone's maybe 2 or 3 stories above you, one way you can quickly get up without getting shot out or sprayed at or just knocked down instantly, the best thing you can do is what you want to do is you want to put a floor panel out, and then immediately you want to place a bounce pad, and then from there you want to have your materials out, and you want to place walls all the way around you, or on 2 sides. I meant, as the easiest way to do it. My sensitivity is not high enough to do 3, but putting 2 walls on each side is going to make it even harder for them to shoot you down, because they have to shoot out 2 walls to destroy you. And the thing that's really effective about this thing is, if they try to shoot you down, they shoot your structure out. Say if they shoot you out, unless they shoot out the bounce pad, which a lot of the times they're not, and they can't from the angle that they have. If they cannot shoot out your bounce pad, you're not going to die to fall damage. So you're going to launch up, and then you're going to place the walls around you. And once you reach the peak of that max height, then you want to place another floor. And if they shoot you out, what you can do is basically you're just going to land right back on your launch pad, and you're going to be straight, and you're not going to take any fall damage at all. So this is why it's super effective. It's minimal risk, because if you get shot out, like I said, you're landing on the bounce pad, so it's minimal risk. You get the high ground very, very quickly on people. And this is something that I think is really important when I play against duos or I'm playing squads. I need to get the high ground very quickly. Something that I use. It's extremely important, and definitely something, if you guys don't use already, definitely put it into your gameplay, and I guarantee you, you're going to be winning a lot more games of Fortnite and clutching up those end games. The second technique I want to show you guys with the bounce pad that's really, really effective is, this is not for getting high ground. This is mostly for if you make a guy one shot, or you make them leak, or if you just want to push them all out aggressive and playing extremely aggressive. This is something you want to do. And basically what I do pretty much is, so I would ramp up, and then immediately I would turn around, put another wall down, and then immediately put down a bounce pad. And this right here is such an effective way on getting to an enemy or pushing an enemy. The reason I put all of those walls around and the ramp is because they have to shoot out 2 structures to shoot you down. So if you get very, very quick at this, like how I've been doing in my gameplays, if you can get very quick at this, it's very hard to shoot out, because mainly your entire objective, because you know it's going to get shot out eventually, is you just want to try to get onto the bounce pad as fast as possible. So you put the wall in front, you put walls around, and as soon as you put walls around, you want to put one more wall above that. and then on the wall, put the bouncer, and then jump on the bouncer and immediately push. And then as you're coming in, what you're gonna do is just clap their cheeks with a shotgun, nothing they can do. And for the rest of this video, I'm gonna be commentating over some gameplay I got of using the bounce pads, 5 bounce pads, and I'm about to get into a build fight against these two players. And see, I'm ramping up to these guys, and I see this guy already knows where I am, so I want to get the quick high ground. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw my bounce pad on the floor to give me that height advantage initially, and right then and there, it puts me in a perfect spot to get a lot of shots on these guys. I lit his team in it, but I didn't want to jump down there right away, so I'm gonna keep pushing up. Right now, me and this guy are fighting for high ground, but honestly, what I could have done is I could have put a floor panel right outside those ramps and then put a bounce pad down and launched up from that. Knocked his teammate, and now it's just a 1v1, and this guy's just spraying out my ramp, so I have to jump down. This guy lasers off my shield, and eventually this guy's gonna push me. I thought I had any shields, but I didn't. This guy was completely clueless on where he had no idea where I was. I don't know how, but since this guy has such a high ground, what I want to do is put a floor panel out and then immediately place a bouncer. It gives me an extreme height advantage on this guy. Get one shot on this guy. He's still on my bouncer, and I get another shot on him. And I killed that team right there. Very good use of the bounce pads to help me get the advantage in both those situations. In this game right here, I use the bounce pad to get to this guy and absolutely dog on him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a few shots of RPG. What I really want to do, the best situation I could have in here is me getting a few tags on him and then pushing up. Right here, I use my bounce pad to get a really good advantage on this guy to push him very quickly. And he wasn't ready for it, so I got the high ground, got quite a few tags on him right there with my scar. And he just decided to back up, so I'm going to keep the high ground here and keep going up. And of course, if this guy pushes up, one thing I could have done is I could have put a floor panel out and then use my bounce pad to get the high ground. But now I'm in a good high ground spot. I don't need to waste any mats, and I get a few more tags on this guy, so now I'm in a really good situation. I get one RPG shot off, didn't hit him right there. At this point, this guy's really panicking. I knock all his shield off, and then I get one shot on him with the heavy. So very good play right there. Get the kill on that guy. That is a 13 kill dub, while using the bounce pads to play very aggressive, especially on the last guy. Here in the last gameplay, I'm going to be showing you guys I use the bounce pads to outplay the absolute mess out of the first guy right here. So this guy was actually part of the team they were pretty good. They were pushing me very hard earlier in the fight. I get a few tags on this guy. I make him low. I make him one shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to push this guy as quick as I can because I knew he was low and his teammate was a pretty good player. And as I'm coming down, I pop this dude with my heavy because he was healing up, because I knew that's exactly what this guy was going to do. Because the second I shot at him and he had a chance to heal, that is what a lot of players are going to do. They're going to heal right away. And I didn't want him to heal, so I did as best as I could to push that guy as hard as I could and as fast as I could with my bouncer. And right here, I tried to put a bounce pad and I realized I wasn't on my bounce pads. That's where I messed up. But the bouncers are so much more effective than traps, because sometimes traps don't even hit the player, because if they're standing on the opposite side of the wall where the traps are, the trap doesn't even hit them. So that's why I use bouncers all the time, like I said. And at this point, this guy's just sitting back in his base. Classic season 5-star right there. Sitting back in his base, and eventually I'm pushing on this guy. I'm getting high ground as quick as I can. I'm using bounce pads to boost me up as high as I can, because what I want to do is I want to try to connect my structure to his structure, because what he can do is he can literally just shoot me out and there's nothing I can do. But if I get as close to his structure as I possibly can, if he shoots me out, it doesn't matter at all, because the second he shoots me out, I can literally just jump on top of his base. I'm not going to take any fall damage at all. So of course, when you're using these bounce pads, the one thing that's really good about them is if they try to shoot you out, there's nothing they can do unless they shoot out the bouncer first. You're not gonna take any fall damage, because they try to shoot your structures down, and what's gonna happen is you're just gonna land right on top of your bouncer again, and they're gonna push up right away. See, this guy had absolutely no idea what was coming, and bounce pads are super effective for getting to the low ground without taking any fall damage. To completely play that guy, because he was just trying to pop a few minis because he was getting shot at earlier, and I came down there very quickly. I doubt he probably didn't even hear me till last second, because honestly, if you're moving very, very quickly in Fortnite, a lot of times players, they don't even hear you. If you're moving extremely quick, you're pushing them as fast as you can. Maybe they hear the bounce pad go off, but maybe they hear it way too late and you have a wide open shot on them, like I did right there in that situation. And now here is a 1v1 classic season 5 1x1. There's not too much here. I didn't want to build too much because this guy was going to just spam rockets at me time after time again. Fortunately, right here, his rocket didn't destroy my entire structure. I don't even know how, and that was my opportunity to push just because of his reload time. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to shoot at the structure and then immediately take the high ground. If he would have had the high ground in the situation, what I would have done is I would have put the floor and then I would have put the bounce pad and immediately got high ground from this guy very, very quickly. So that's what I would have done if I didn't have the high ground after I shot out his ramp. At this point, I'm in a really good situation. This guy's below me. I'm getting a mess ton of attacks on this guy, and if this guy just tries to drop down like he does, use the bounce pad to get down, get a few shots on this guy, and go for the end on him. And what I would have done if I didn't kill him right there, I would have just launch padded right down and been able to kill him that way, because that guy was pretty low after I completely drained all of his shield off. And alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on my notifications, and alright guys, I will see you in the next video.